So it is no secret that San Diego has always been an extremely attractive place to call home. And we definitely saw that during the pandemic when housing prices went absolutely bonkers. And it wasn't until recently that I had a client reach out that's moving here and go, hey Nick, what are some of the areas within San Diego that are cooling off and ones that are heating up? So knowing that real estate is hyper local, I dove in and looked at some of these articles only to find out that all of this data was literally all over the place. So I knew what I had to do, and that was to get down and dirty and dive into the MLS, which I spent hours researching, pulling the data to figure out which of these areas are heating up the most and which are cooling off the most. So let's find out. Hey, thanks for stopping by, or maybe this is your first time here and you like to know everything there is to know about living right here in San Diego. Make sure you give that subscribe button down below a nice little tap. My name is Nick, and you guys are reaching out all of the time, and we absolutely love helping you out. And as much as we love making these videos for you guys, we love helping you with your real estate needs just a little bit more. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot us a text, shoot us an email, or just straight up give us a call so we can help you save a lot of time and just help you make a smooth move right here to possibly one of these areas in San Diego. All right, so today we're gonna be doing a deep dive on some of these San Diego areas that have either appreciated or depreciated the most. And we're gonna be looking at everything on a hyper local level. And we are gonna be making our way around the entire San Diego County. And just so you guys know how I'm pulling this data is we are comparing year over year sales from July 2022 all the way through July 2023. And this is gonna have both attached and detached housing. And we are going from the median sales price, not the average sales price, because I find median sales price to be a lot more accurate. And make sure you stick around to the end because we're gonna discuss what the trend looks like and what could be happening in the future. First stop on the list is going to be San Marcos. Now, San Marcos is located in North County, San Diego, and it's about a 45-minute drive to downtown San Diego. But this place has been getting extremely popular over the last couple of years for a ton of great reasons. One is the awesome public school system over here. This is probably gonna be one of your best bangs for your buck if you're looking for good schools at a good price on this entire list that we talk about. Not to mention if you're looking for new construction or just newer communities, this is also gonna be a great area. You have awesome communities like Santa Leo Hills, which is a big master plan community. And also if you're looking for accessibility, this is another great spot because you're only about 25, maybe 30 minutes from beaches. If you like the outdoors and hiking, you're gonna have trails all around you. And not to mention the local healthcare centers here are top notch. San Marcos saw a very healthy increase of about 8.6% from about $870,000 all the way up to about $945,000. Step is going to be Poway. This area is gonna also be located in North San Diego, but it's more on the east side, located right next to Interstate 15. And Poway Unified School District is going to be a highly rated school. Not to mention its athletic programs are one of the best in the entire California. So this is gonna be a huge driver to this area. Not to mention for all of those outdoor lovers out there, this is going to have so many protected wildlife areas where they're never gonna build and they're always gonna have hiking, just like Mount Woodson where you got Potato Chip Rock and just a lot of fun outdoor things to do. Now, one thing I will say about this area is if it's 75 on the coast, you can expect it to be maybe 85 and higher sometimes during those summer months. So it's something you really want to expect. Now, as far as the housing goes over here, they saw a healthy appreciation of about 8.8%, and the prices went from 1.240 million all the way up to about 1,349,000. Now we're gonna make our way down to the southern region of San Diego, and we're gonna talk a little bit about Chula Vista. Now, Chula Vista is going to be the second largest city in the entire San Diego County, and the population is at about 270,000 people. And Chula Vista is hands down known as one of the most affordable areas in San Diego. While you get some great schools, you have some great communities that people love like Bella Lago, you're gonna have East Lake, you're gonna have Otay Ranch, not to mention a ton of shopping amenities all within 5, maybe 10-minute drive of all of these areas. Now, Chula Vista saw a very healthy appreciation of about 9.2% from $710,000 to $775,000. And now we're gonna take a drive back up to North San Diego, and we are gonna land in an area called Oceanside. Now, Oceanside, as a person that grew up in San Diego, Oceanside just never really had a good reputation to it, but over the past, 5 to 10 years, it has changed dramatically, and this is a place that I'm always getting calls on. And not to mention, I might be a little bit biased because this is where I call home now, but you have so many cool things changing about it. You have some great restaurants that are popping up. You got rooftop bars. I mean, you have a really cool venue slash park slash soccer arena that's getting built. So it's a place that's really rapidly changing and just seems to be getting better and better. Now, what I will say is the prices here, they are seeing a very, very healthy appreciation of about 9.9% year over year, going from $746,000 to $820,000. And remember, as much as we love making these videos for you guys, we love helping you with your real estate needs just a little bit more. So if you have any questions on any of these areas or a different area, make sure you guys are reaching out. Now that you guys caught a glimpse of some of the areas that are really appreciating and seem to be heating up, let's talk about some of these areas that are going the opposite way and that are taking little dips here. Now, the first one that we're going to talk about is going to be Encinitas. Now, Encinitas is going to be a coastal town over here in San Diego, and I could go on and on about this place. I absolutely love it here because there's just so many activities and things to do, whether you like to go out and about and have some nightlife, or maybe you like trails and hiking, maybe you like golf. I don't know. There's just an endless amount of activities here, which is probably my favorite part, not to mention the restaurants down here are probably some of the best in San Diego. But Encinitas did see a dip in about pricing by about 1.5%, from $1,547,000 to $1,525,000. Let's take a 15-minute drive south to an area known as Carmel Valley. And I'm not talking about the Carmel Valley that's up in the Central California area. We have one right here in San Diego. And while it's not a big area, this is a very affluent area. I mean, once you kind of cruise around this area, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. You have some really nice master plan feel communities. You have sidewalks everywhere. You're gonna have some really, really good schools, especially Torrey Pines High School. You're gonna have Cathedral Catholic High School. So it's known for a lot of great things, especially for that, but also the shopping here. You really don't have to leave Carmel Valley because you got beaches, 5-10 minutes away, and you also have a ton of shopping, whether you want retail shopping, some local shops, or they got the classic Viore, which everybody wears nowadays. You're gonna have a Jimbo's. You're just gonna have a ton of infrastructure when it comes to things like that. Now, Carmel Valley did see a price decrease of about 3.9%, going from $1,722,000 to $1,655,000. Now, I'm starting to see a little bit of a trend between these different areas that we're talking about. So if you are too, definitely let me know down below what you're seeing. But next, we're gonna move just east of Carmel Valley, and we're gonna be in a suburb of San Diego known as Rancho Penasquitos. Now, this is not a big area. It's about 35,000 people living here, but you do get the Poway Unified School District in here. So that we already know you're gonna get some really highly rated schools, which is a big driver over here as well. But this area has also seen a pretty big price dip of about 7.1%, from $1,270,000 to $1,180,000. This next one is gonna be our first double-digit change that we talk about on this list, and that is going to be La Jolla. Now, La Jolla is very, very centrally located over here on the San Diego coast. It's known for being one of the more affluent areas in San Diego. You also have some of the most gorgeous beaches, and it's definitely a top tourist destination. But what I will say about it is you have seen prices drop by about 20.1% over here, going from $2,190,000 to $1,750,000. And while we didn't see a ton of double-digit price changes happen here in San Diego, we definitely did see some really strong yet healthy appreciation happen in a lot of certain San Diego areas and some other areas that didn't do nearly as well. Now, one thing that I really did see when I was going through this data was anything really below that $1 million median price range, those areas are seeing some really strong and healthy appreciation, and I think it's just gonna go onward with those areas because it's affordable. But a lot of these areas that were, $1.2, $1.3 million and higher, they're really starting to see their prices take a hit over here. So What could happen in the future? Well, I kind of think maybe these lower price point areas are just going to slowly trickle up, and maybe these other areas that are a little bit pricier, they might see prices still start to correct. But you know, that's just my opinion, and I'm always curious on what you guys think. I'm really curious to hear what you guys think as far as, are prices gonna go down more in certain areas? Are they gonna go up more? What's going on? What do you think is gonna happen? And obviously, if you guys are thinking about making a move in or around San Diego, we would love to be your real estate resource of choice. So make sure you guys reach out. Our info is down below, and make sure you check out a couple of these videos right here. Thanks so much for watching.